Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. This is the intraday video based on the 1 hour and the 15-minute charts to see what happened for Bitcoin, what it might happen in the next few hours. As you can see, highest possibility right now that we are in this A, B, and a C potentially finished at the 1.618 for an extended wave C as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Another scenario is that this might be transforming to a wave 1 and you got a wave 2, which I doubt it so much, of course, because of the 886 and because of the wave 1 looking 3 waves corrective rather than an impulse. And yeah, whatever. If this happens, of course, that we are looking for a wave 3 because, of course, the 1.618 here, which added a little bit or increase the possibility a little bit for a 1, 2, 3, and you're looking for a wave 4 and a 5, especially after a wave 4 hitting perfectly the 0.23 and yeah, very close to the time as well required. Now, not perfect with the time. The perfect time would be in the middle, but basically, yeah, almost close to the time required, and you would like to see, of course, a move towards the upside as a wave 5. Now basically that is two options. If we are still in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, your wave 4 might be, of course, ABC hitting the 1-to-1 fib level in confluence with the blue zone and also in confluence with the perfect time in the middle of this blue zone, and then moving toward the upside for a wave 5. This is one of the highest possibilities still I'm looking for. As we said in the morning, if we take the high, it might be a confirmation potentially for higher prices. Now, not very confirmed, but yeah, of course, I mean, you will take the 886, so you would like to see, of course, this high taken. But if this high will be taken, could it be, of course, like a wave 4, longer wave 4, and then moving towards the upside for a wave 5? So a lot of uncertainty, I would say, in this area, and especially with this formation here and the doubt of the 1.618. Therefore, for me, as of course no financial advice, but for me, I'm still a little bit aside to see a price decision. So I would be much more convinced if we see, of course, a hit at the 1-to-1 fib level and we see a retracement. Therefore, I start to consider, of course, a potential impulse. However, currently, it's still, of course, higher potential for ABC, and we might see as well maybe a continuation toward the downside. Nobody knows, yeah? So we're going to see how the things will involve. But basically on the KGT as well, we have a very strong bearish signal, yeah, on the 1 minute chart, meaning like the local time frame right now. We are looking, let me just refresh. We are looking at a very strong bearish signal in convergence with the price action. But that means, of course, that it doesn't mean that it cannot be taken, the high, but we have a pressure. Yeah, this is what I would like to mention, meaning a higher possibility still goes a little bit for the selling, especially that on a bigger time frame as well for the KGT here, you are already as well in a sell signal potentially, and yeah, the CVD line is very high, guys. It's very high, and that means, of course, we might face some pressure. As you can see, the sell signal from the top here, we might start to see some pressure towards the downside. Yeah, so basically here the CVD line has invalidated any kind of like conversions in this zone, but this zone here from the top, we're still looking for pressure, meaning even if we take the high, we might still be in a, of course, potential downtrend again. Yeah, so this is what I would like to mention, meaning, of course, that you might have a convergence coming from this price here, from this top, and of course adding some pressure over it, and even if you take the high. And so we have to be careful. It's not, I would not say like confirmation, I would say potential, yeah, potential of higher prices. And anyway, of higher prices, here we go. Prices, basically, if we take this high, so basically it can be, of course, a potential of higher prices, but I don't confirm that we might take the wave 5. Yeah, so we have to be careful. Now, another scenario might unfold also with this move towards the upside. Be careful that we might have also a W, X, and a Y. Meaning, if you get a zigzag, it's not only that it can be an impulse, but it can be also 3 corrective waves, right, like this, yeah, and an X in between. So we have to be careful with it because it gets some potential or some possibility just because of this formation here. The 1 is very weird. The wave 2 has hit the 886. Lower possibility that this is an impulse. Yeah, so this is what I mean with this. Now, if we see, of course, higher prices, that is already expected. And even don't forget that it can be even an expanding flat. Yeah, we are in a wave 4 here. As well, in case we are forming a wave 4, it can be as well an expanding flat overshooting and then moving toward the downside and then up again. Therefore, the uncertainty is a huge, and very risky for any kind of entry right now. I prefer to see a very clear price precision to enter a trade. Yep, so that was it for Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.